Calendars. Please write down calendars. Calendars. Now see here. First important key points. First important key points. Suppose there is a year. A non-leap year. A non-leap year, the first thing is we are discussing all the problems under Gregorian calendar. We are discussing under Gregorian calendar where February has 29 days. There is one calendar where February has 30 days and the name of the calendar is Julian calendar. Julian calendar. We are only discussing in our Indian books. All the problems are based on Gregorian calendar. All the problems are based on Gregorian calendar. Non-leap year. A non-leap year is never divisible by 4. A non-leap year is never divisible by 4. Right? If it is a leap year, there are two definitions attached to a leap year. If it is a non-century, it is divisible by 4. If it is a century, it is divisible by 400. Century is divisible by 100 and it should be divisible by 4. 4 and 100, it is 400. Please make a note, sir. Right? Leap year. Leap year is not an year which is always divisible by 4. It depends upon the question. Right? It depends upon the question. Now see here. If it is a century, it should be divisible by 400. If it is a non-century, it should be divisible by 4. It should be divisible by 4. 2021. 21 is not divisible by 4. It is a non-leap year. 1900. 1900 is a century. It should be divisible by 400. 19 is not divisible by 4. So 1900 is a non-leap year. 1900 is a non-leap year. 2348. Divisibility rule of 4 is last two digits should be divisible by 4. 48 is divisible by 4. 48 is divisible by 4. So it is a leap year. 2800. 2800. It is a century. Century should be divisible by 400. 28 divided by 4. Remainder 0. So it is a leap year. Listen. A non-leap year is a year which is never divisible by 4. Leap year. If it is a century, it should be divisible by 400. If it is a non-century, it should be divisible by non-century, it should be divisible by 4. First key point. For example, 1767, 2300, 1900, 2800, 1564. We have to tell which one is a leap year and which one is a non-leap year. Right? 64 is divisible by 4. It is a leap year. 2800, it is century divisible by 400. So it is a leap year. It is century, it is not divisible by 400. It is a non-leap year. 2300, 23 is not divisible by 4. So it is a non-leap year. 1767, 67 is not divisible by 4. So it is a non-leap year. It is a non-leap year. Most of the students will do this mistake. Every century divisible by 400 is a leap year. Every century divisible by 400, it is a leap year. Key point number 1. Key point number 1. Key point number 1. Key point number 2. Listen carefully, sir. Based on key point number 2, we will do repetition of calendars. Key point number 2. A leap year has 2 extra 366 days. A leap year has 366 days, which is 52 into 7 plus 2. That means a leap year has 2 extra days. A leap year has 2 extra days. A leap year has 2 extra days. If I take a non-leap year, If I take a non-leap year has 365 days, which is 52 into 7 plus 1. A non-leap year has one extra day. A non-leap year has one extra day. A non-leap year has one extra day. Extra day or odd day, both are same. Very, very important concept. That means if the 1st January leap year is Sunday, right, on December 29th calendar gets over, 30 and 31. There are 2 extra days. A leap year has 2 extra days. Week 1, week 2, week 3, 52 weeks are repeated. Then comes 2 extra days or odd days. 2 extra days or odd days. A leap year has 2 extra days and non-leap year has 1 extra day. Now I will give a question to you. Please try to solve. This is the placement question which I created for one of the companies. What is the minimum number of days? I want each one of you to tell the answer in the live chat. What is the minimum number of days in 5 consecutive calendar years? What is the minimum number of days? Go slowly, don't do any mistakes in hurry. Try to get this question right. Please tell the answer. What is the minimum number of days in 5 consecutive calendar years? What is the minimum number of days in 5 consecutive calendar years? What is the minimum number of days in 5 consecutive calendar years? Please tell your answers. Please tell your answers. What is the minimum number of days in 5 consecutive calendar years? Everybody kindly reply the answer. This is an original placement question. Everybody give the answer so that you will understand fundamentally how strong you are in the definition of a calendar year. Please specify the answer. It's okay if you do mistake, right? It's okay. Mistakes are to be corrected. That is the reason they are erasers at the top of the pencil. It is okay to fumble in life. It is okay to fail in life, right? Morning I told you one line. It is okay to fail in life. Then only you will understand how to enjoy success. The true enjoyment of success is when you fumble in life and you bounce back. Please read the question, Shiva. Shiva, read the question. Calendar years. Calendar years. Calendar years. I will wait for another 30 seconds. Let everybody say the answer. Let everybody say the answer. No, it is not extra days. It is minimum number. Shri Yukta, some students are not reading the question properly. It is minimum number of days, not extra days. Not extra days. Not extra days. Right? So I got lot of answers. Right? Let us see what is the right answer. Right. Some students have said 365 into 4 plus 366. Right, you made a mistake. See here. Suppose 5 consecutive calendar years are there. 5 consecutive calendar years are there. Your teachers have told you that in every 4 years one leap year will come. So you have taken 365 into 4 plus 366. This is the problem I have with the teachers. Right? Because you do not know entire concept. You cannot cross question the teacher and you think that the teacher is teaching everything which is right. Even the teachers are also adequately do not have the complete information. Some teachers, I don't want to see their faces in YouTube channel. And some views are there, right? Because students are ignorant. Everybody will keep telling a lot of things. Every 4 years one leap year will come. I am little disappointed. Now see here. Some students who wrote the answer has written the answer only because of this. Because every 4 year one leap year will come. Every 4 year leap year won't come. 1897, 1898. I am just taking sample of 1899, 1900, and 1901. These are all 5. These are all 5 non-leap years. Now if you see, there is no leap year. If there is a century that comes in between which is not divisible by 100, so non-leap year contains 5 into 365, which is nothing but 1825. 1825 is the answer. Those who got it right, please take a bow from my end. Right? It is, question is minimum number. Minimum number will be obtained if every year is a non-leap year. If every year is a non-leap year, minimum will obtain. Leap year has 366 days. The value will grow. The value will grow. I hope it is clear. Now, answer is 1825. Repetition of calendars. Oh my goodness. I have seen some funny teachers teaching in a method which my father has learned some 30 years before, and students will neatly write it down in their notebook. Question. The calendar for 1897. Calendar for 1897 will be same for which next year? Calendar for 1897 will be same for which next year? Calendar for 1897 will be same for which next year? First is traditional method. Then Anil Nair's method. How the students will solve? Because they know these methods and they are not realizing that these methods will kill your time. These methods will make your number of attempts less. Unknowingly you are moving in the wrong direction. Why some people get 99 plus percentile? They know the smart approaches. What they will do is, non-leap year has 1 extra day. Leap year has 2 extra days. Leap year has 2 extra days. Traditional method. What they will do is, 1897 non-leap year, 1 extra day. 98 non-leap year, 1 extra day. 99 non-leap year, 1 extra day. 1900 not a leap year, 1 extra day. 1901 not a leap year, 1 extra day. 1902 not a leap year, 1 extra day. Now 97 if you see, 97 these 1. 98 it is non-leap year, right? Now these crossing a century, right? First I am taking an exception, right? I will make it little easy problem for you. I understood. I will come back to that question. The right, you might get confused. 2005 is there. 2005 is there. It is crossing a century which is a non-leap year. So little bit carefully we have to be. Let me take an easy example. Then I will go to that question. 2005 non-leap year 1. This is a non-leap year 1. This is non-leap year 1. This is leap year, it is 2. Then it is non-leap year, it is 1. Then it is non-leap year, it is 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 days in a week. The calendar will repeat after 7 days. The calendar will repeat. The calendar for 2005. The calendar for 2005 gets repeated for the next immediate year. What is the answer? 2011. What is the answer? 2011. I hope it is clear. First example. Second example. 1738. 1738. See here. 1738. 1738. It is a non-leap year. So it is 1. It is 39. It is non-leap year 1. 40. It is 2. 41. It is 1. 42. It is 1. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, which is nothing but 1. 2, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next is 1744. 1744 is a leap year. 1738 is a non-leap year. The calendar will not match. So continue. 44 2. The students will solve like this. 45 1. 46 1. 47 1. 48 2. Here if you see 2 4 5 6 7. Here it is 2 3 4 5 6. They will tick mark the answer as 1749. If anybody has taught you this counting method, right? This is, you are way behind what needs to be taught. This is the stupid method, right? This is 20 years before method, right? Evolution of content has happened. If you are solving like this, 2011 and 1749. Wantonly I skip the previous question because I am developing a rule which will help you to solve the question. Now see here. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Year. First it is non-leap year. Next it is leap year. A non-leap year is not divisible by 4. If it is not divisible by 4, it gives a remainder 1. It gives a remainder 2. It gives a remainder 3. It gives a remainder 3. If it gives a remainder 1, the calendar will repeat after 6 years. If it is remainder 2 or remainder 3, the calendar will repeat after 11 years. After 11 years. If it is a leap year, calendar will repeat. Calendar will repeat. Calendar will repeat after 28 years. After 28 years. If it crosses a century, if it crosses a century, which is a non-leap year, that's exactly why I moved forward. If it crosses a century, which is a non-leap year, it will be plus 12 years. It will be plus 12 years. There is also a case where it is 40. That I will give you time for you to do research. Now please make a note of it, sir. Please take a screenshot of this. Please take a screenshot of this. No counting required. Anil Nair's way of solving. Right counting based problems can be decreased. If a number is not divisible by 4, it gives a remainder 1, remainder 2, remainder 3. Remainder 1, calendar will repeat after 6 years. Remainder 2, remainder 3, it is 11 years. It is 11 years. It is 11 years. If it is a leap year, then the calendar by default will repeat after 2 years. Except a case which is a non-leap year, then it will be 12 years. Then it will be 12 years. When 40 years will come, we will put it for parking right now. Write 6, 11 and 12. 6, 11 and 12. Now see here. Now 6, see here. These the magic numbers which you need to write. 6. 6 is for 4k plus 1. This is for, sir, I cannot remember it. You can actually tell which one is incorrect. This is nothing but 28, 12. There is also 40, which is a star mark will keep. This is for 4k. Crosses a century, which is a non-leap year. Crosses a century, which is a non-leap year. Which is a non-leap year. Better see here. Suppose I took the first example 2005. You are confused between 6 and 11. Suppose you took 11. This 2016. It is incorrect. Why? Because the given year is a non-leap year and 16 is divisible by 4. It is a leap year. Non-leap year and a leap year cannot match. So 11 is incorrect. You can also go by the contradiction and prove it. Or 5 is nothing but 4 into 1 plus 1. 4k plus 1 form. Answer is directly 2005 plus 6. 2011, this is the answer. Suppose if it is 1938. 38 is 4 into 9 plus 2. 4k plus 2 form. Answer is nothing but plus 11, which is 1949. Right? Sir, in hurry I took 66. You can correct yourself, which will become 1944. This is a leap year and it is a non-leap year. It cannot be the answer. So there is no reason why you should remember it. If 11 is not working, 6 will work. The calendar repetition. These concepts are beautifully given by a famous mathematician. His name is Zeller. This is Zeller's rule. Right? This is Zeller's rule. Right? This is Zeller's rule. 6, 4k plus 1, 4k plus 2, 4k plus 3. Century 4k, 28, century 12, non-leap year. It is 40. Right? I hope it is clear. Why it is 4k plus 1? Because the divisibility rule of 4 is last 2 digits should be divisible by 4. 4 ones are 4. Remainder it is 1. Hema, it is clear. Right? Nalini, right? Probably these 25 days will accumulate. It all depends upon the latitudes and the longitudes and the time duration. That is something which we will park it, because there are a lot of theories. Somebody will say these many planets are there, one extra planet is there. So all these things I will teach what is needed for your examination. Intellectual growth, probably when I am free, I will do it on a Google and a Wikipedia. If time permits, I will discuss. Right? My end outcome is very, very important. Placement maximizing score. Right? I hope it is clear.